Alright guys, welcome back to another video from MBMRC. This is Brian. Before we get too far into today's video, as always, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and like the video if you wish, and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's been a while since we've been on. The guys have been busy, as they always are. We're going to have another series of videos coming. We do have the final throw and go coming down the pipe as well. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy what we're coming out with. And as always, leave some comments below. Let us know how we're doing, and let us know what you think, guys. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Welcome back to another video from MBMRC. I'm Matt.
I'm Marty, and today we have my Don Dewey Chuck Cunningham New Era 2. The New Era original was in 1969. It was a 15 size powered plane, and the New Era 2, this version, came out in 71, and they did a New Era 3. It was sometime in the late 70s, and they did a New Era 3, which was done by another individual. I think his name was Joe Bishar. But at any rate, the first one was a 15 powered, the second one was 40 size, the third version was a 25 size in both versions. There's one called the 3 and the Revisited. These are also available from Balsa Workbench. This one was not a Balsa Workbench. We cut this one ourselves. The 2 was, I chose it as kind of a little throw and go. It's a foam core wing. It was really simple to do. Real simple build. The wing, again, dual ailerons, and those are S3004 Futavis. And I think that's what I put throughout it. I was a little reluctant on the power. I chose to put a 40 LA in it, which I thought this is going to be a little bit weak. They called for a 29 to a 40, but if you read the article, Chuck Cunningham says, you know, I know somebody's going to strap a 60 in this. And I think the way the plane's built, it would take it. So putting a 55AX in it would be an absolute rocket ship. The 40 LA, like I said, I was reluctant. And you can see in the flight video of it, absolutely no problem with the 40 LA. It pulls it just fine. It tracks really nice. It don't have a lot of time on it, but the wing, again, is real simple. And the way I do foam cores, just real quick, is rather than he sprayed cardboard poster paper with 3M Super 77 and stuck it to the wings and painted it. I opted not to do that. These are, it's balsa, it's 2 1/4 inch balsa leading edge coming across, and I put cap strips in it. And I'm going to tell you the easiest way to attach balsa to foam at this current. I used to use Southerns and different adhesives to put it on. The easiest way to do this is with a hot glue gun. You want to get good sticks. You want to use ones that aren't clear. You want to use a stick that is very opaque, that you can't see through. That way, because the reasoning behind that is they take the heat better. So these being out in the hot sun, you don't want stuff to start popping loose. But anyway, the hot glue gun is the way to put sheeting and stuff down on these. And you literally cannot get it off. If you pull it off, you're either taking pieces of wood or pieces of foam. So it puts it on really nice, and that's how the wing was built.
The fuselage is, I believe it was 1/4 inch sides, and it's got 3/8 top decking on it, which feathers down to 3/16, which is what the tail is. And I think the tail actually could have been 1/4 inch.
You know, the sides were 3/16.
Were they?
Yeah.
But everything's is really rock solid on this, but the tail is a little flimsy. I think they could have made it out a 1/4 inch, and if you use a scratch build one, you could easily make it out a 1/4.
Yeah, we have to add tri-stock to this rudder. I'm not liking the way it has a little rock to it. Tail wheel bracket, we had a Ohio Superstar here, so we opted to use it. I do like the Sullivans. These have not a whole lot of flex to them. They're a nice tail wheel.
This was another one. I think they showed putting in a 6-ounce tank in it. I managed to get an 8 in there. I think I just had to the original cutout for the F2, it was just big enough to get a 6-ounce in, so I just made it a little bit bigger to put an 8 in there. A little bit longer flight time. Have plenty of room in there for an 8-ounce. This has a Sullivan motor mount in it, which I've never used one before. They're just aluminum, and they have 2 bolts and clamps that just go down on the ears of the engine. So if he doesn't like this engine, he can just loosen 2 screws up, pull it out, and throw a 46AX in it or a 55 or whatever.
Wasn't that something special or something? They had a sale on them.
It's on clearance. It's like $3
they should still make them. That's an awesome mount.
And because the nice thing with that is, when you're doing a plane that has a spinner ring on it, I just used a piece of 3/32 and put it for my depth for right here, and then I moved the engine where I wanted it, locked it down, drew on the balsa where it needed to go, and that was easy. Really nice motor mount. It does take up that whole compartment. It's a big motor mount.
And originally on this plane, this was supposed to be tricycle gear, and I'm not a big tricycle gear fan, so I try to make everything I can tail dragger. And really, all you have to do is move the landing gear block, in the wing. You want to get the wheel slightly ahead of the leading edge. And the reason being is that just saves you from tipping over. So I like to rake my landing gear out so that the wheels are slightly in front of the leading edge. And yeah, you would put the blocks in the wing the same way you would if you were doing tricycle gear, and just move them forward and get them out to there. And add your tail wheel. Yeah, but this was supposed to be a tricycle. I'm not a big fan. And
the spinners we've been using here too, since True Turn doesn't make spinners anymore for RC, we've been using MPI aluminum spinners, which price-wise are right there with True Turn, but they're actually really
nice. Yeah.
So if you're in need of a good aluminum spinner, check out MPI.
And what we did for a canopy, and again, this is one of the nice things that we like to do. If we have a wreck or something that, we can't salvage the plane, a lot of times we'll take parts off and store them. And this was actually a canopy off of a Bill Evans 540 that Matthew reshaped and cut down. It's just a balsa build-up canopy. That's all it is. And I did a very simple color scheme on this, just something I could see. I didn't go crazy with it. I just wanted to get it done and get some colors on it, something I can see up in the air turning and doing its thing. So that is the New Era 2.
Yep.
Thanks. Okay, here we are on Sunday flying my New Era 2. 40 LA in it. Got Matthew on the stick. We're going to see how she goes here. That year, the engine.
A little bit of downturn.
That's the old Chuck Cunningham, Don Dewey, New Era 2. He did 3 versions, 1, 2, and 3. This is the 40 size. The first one, I believe, was a 15-20 size. Looks like the old 40 LA pulls it pretty good. I was reluctant to put that in it. Yeah, she moves along pretty good. How is it?
Pretty smooth.
Is that inverted?
Yeah.
Can't tell looking through this. Kind of lost it there for a minute, folks. I was kind of watching outside the camera here. Is a 40 LA enough for it?
Yeah. Your high rates could probably be toned down a touch. And I think your low rates are kind of dull a little bit.
It looks smooth. Well, let's see how it comes in. We're at the 4-minute mark.
Which way am I coming in?
I don't think it matters. There's hardly any wind. I didn't look at the wind before we came back.